Hello. So I thought I would just hop on just for a few minutes and have a little chat with you about a situation yesterday that allowed me to change my energy from feeling needy and insecure to feeling powerful and free. And it happened by me having a transformational chippy. So this is for you if you are feeling right now in a bit of like an insecure place, or you're doubting yourself, or you're not sure, about like what the next step is for you, because everything is energy. It all starts with, your thoughts and feelings and the energy that you are sending out, the energy that you are emanating into the universe. So my name is Amy, for those of you that don't know, Activation Amy, and I am a coach for Starseeds, a quantum hypnotherapist, and a light language activation channel. So if you want to check my YouTube channel out, there's absolutely tons of free content on there, and it is all based around helping and supporting Starseeds become the highest and best versions of themselves and manifest beautiful lives and experiences and relationships where they feel free to fully be themselves, own their gifts, and show up and radiate their beautiful light in the world in abundant and magnificent ways. So there's my little rant for you. So recently I have been moving through some stuff where, and I'll try and give you a little bit of background around what it's about first of all, so it does feel a little bit vulnerable. But for those of you that don't know, I have been single for a really, really long time, for about 10 years actually. And recently I've just been getting a little bit like, is it ever going to happen? Even though I've been doing loads of work on myself and all of that. And me and my beautiful friend Jenny, Align Authentic Self, yesterday did a podcast around manifestation. It was really cool, and you'll be able to see it in the comments below. Not in the comments, but like if you scroll down a little bit further on, you'll be able to catch that. So I've been moving through that and having a little bit of impatience around that in my energy, and also everything with what I'm doing right now with this work is kind of going to the next level. So it's triggering a lot in me actually, where I'm moving my work to offerings where I'm able to serve a lot more people. So like, for example, like I'm bringing more self-study stuff, online I'm bringing more like membership type work, but also I'm creating like group experiences and like in-person workshops as well. So it's like my work is completely changing, right, as my energy is changing. And what that has done is it's brought up a lot of like things where it's like, you can't do that. Why do you think you can do that? Who are you to do that? So it's bringing up a lot of like self-doubt and like stuff around worthiness. There's these two things that are going on right now. And yesterday I felt like I was kind of in a bit of like a low vibe place around it. And what I want you to know is that when you're on this journey, you are going to have times like that. You are going to have days like that. And I definitely have a lot of like practitioner friends that do message me as well. And you know who you are if you're watching this. And I feel you, sisters, but it's like, you will have days where you're like, what the fuck am I doing? What is this? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is going on? Is this real? And I want you to know that it's okay to doubt yourself. And just because you doubt yourself doesn't mean that it's never going to happen, right? Doubting yourself is part of the human experience, okay? It's the part of you that actually means that you're doing something important, right? Because when you have that heart desire, when you have that soul desire, when you know you've got something to share, when you know you've got something to say, when you know that you want to be with a particular type of person with a particular energy, and you know that you are worthy and deserving of that, there's going to still be a part of you, because you've never experienced that before, because you're doing something completely different, it's going to go, why do you think you can do that? Okay, this has never happened to you before. Why would it happen to you now? Right? But I want you to know that everything is possible for you. Okay, so the thing that actually changed my energy yesterday was, we can either do two things. We can either push harder. Okay, so this was a little conversation that I had with myself after journaling. we can push harder, we can be like, let's make it happen, let's do even more, you know, processing and even more healing, and let's get to the bottom of it. Or I can just decide that I am worthy. I am worthy right now. And I was like, well, okay, so I am worthy. So like, then my brain kicked in. It was like, well, you know, how are you going to do that? And it was just like, no. I am worthy. I'm just going to repeat that over and over and over and over again. Okay, so I decided I was going to go to the shop and I was going to buy myself this chippy, and I was going to like take care of myself and just eat this chippy, because I've been doing some intermittent fasting and I've been eating really healthy and all of that. And part of me was going, no, you're not allowed to have a chippy right now. You're doing all of this fasting and all of this work, right? And this is where you've also really got to learn to tune into your body, right, on this journey, particularly if you're a woman, right, and not put pressure on yourselves. Like, no, do you know what? I'm worthy of having this chippy right now, and this is going to be a transformational chippy. And the reason why it was going to be a transformational chippy, because it takes me about, let's say, 20 minutes to walk to the chippy, the Langley Friary, for those of you that don't, for those of you that like live around here. And so what I did was, all the way there, in my mind, as I was walking, I just repeated, I am worthy. I am worthy. And it wasn't about the chippy, okay? It was about, you know, what I'd been moving through, like, you know, about my dating life, and also like about, you know, the work that I'm doing. And I just kept repeating it. It was just on a cycle of, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy, right? And this is the important part of affirmations. You not only need to like say them in your mind out loud if you can, or write them down, okay? But it's about the feeling. You have to feel it in your body, right? So I was really like pulling the energy down and going, okay, well, what would it feel like to know that I am in this worthy place right now? So what that would look like is me knowing that I am worthy of receiving this beautiful relationship. I am worthy of being with, you know, a beautiful man that meets me where I'm at, and he's gentle and he's kind and he's calm and he's all of these things, right? And also I am worthy of people receiving my work in a bigger way than I could ever possibly expect than ever before. You know, I'm worthy of creating even more self-study courses. I'm worthy of creating group spaces. I'm worthy of putting this work out into the world in a way that is like beyond what I can possibly imagine. So what happened was, as I was repeating, I am worthy, and I was feeling it in my body, my mind then naturally started to look for all of the ways that I am worthy. So I wasn't just doing it in the future tense, I was also starting to find the evidence of why I was worthy, okay? So I am worthy of a beautiful relationship because I have a good heart. I've done a lot of work on myself, okay? And, you know, there's so much that I have to offer. There's so much that I have to give, right, in this scenario, okay? I am worthy of receiving, you know, people into my courses and all of that because of all of the years and years and years I've spent of investing in myself and of working with hundreds, if not thousands of people and helping them to go through a transformation. So of course, hi Suzanne, of course I am worthy, you know, of now expanding my gifts, expanding my abilities and helping more people in even more expansive ways, okay? And so I did this all the way to the chippy. I got my chippy. I then come back and I did it all the way back. And by the time that I'd gotten back and was ready to eat this chippy, I was in a completely different place where, you know, my energy was like up here, and I'd gone from feeling like a bit needy, a bit insecure, a bit, is this like ever going to happen? And it all happened within 40 minutes. And I think a big part of that as well was the fact that I was walking. So this is why it's really important to like move, because your energy, okay, hi Jill, how are you? Because when we move, our energy changes, right? So it's important when we're feeling quite stagnant and when we're feeling quite stuck to actually move. So I was doing these affirmations, I was walking, I was feeling it in my body, my mind was naturally looking for the evidence. And by the time I got back and I was ready to eat this chippy, and if you want to know what I had chips and what do they have? Chips and English curry, right? I know some of you are going to be like, not for me, but like I quite like a bit of chips and curry. And it was like the best chippy that I'd ever had, right? And I'd let go of the guilt, and I was like, no, I am worthy of having this chippy. I'm worthy of resting. I'm worthy of enjoying myself. I'm worthy of, like, you know, living my life. Suzanne's like, nice. Are you on the chips and curry train, Suzanne? I'm worthy of being in a beautiful relationship that feels easy, calm, loving, gentle, fun, and all this. I am worthy of, you know, helping more people than ever before, receiving more money than ever before, you know, changing more people's lives than ever before. And it gets to be done in an easier way, because so much on this journey we're like, no, it has to be hard. No, we have to invest in the struggle. No, it can't be like that for me, because everyone around us is telling us it's difficult. Okay, so I have been leaning into the state of I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy, and I've literally been saying that now for like nearly more than 24 hours, and already, you know, my energy has changed so much that I'm showing up and doing this live and letting you know about this, right? So when we start to believe in our inherent worthiness, we then take actions that portray that worthiness. Hopefully that's the right word. And then that leads to more worthiness being reflected back at us. And ultimately it is this: you are worthy because you are. It doesn't need to be reflected back at you, but we have to know it within, first of all, in order for in the external for it to be reflected back at us. Okay? So, hi Dawn, it's good to see you. So that is my little worthiness rant. Okay, so if you're, you know, going through something right now, I strongly recommend working with the affirmation, I am worthy, not just working with it, as I've said, feeling it. And then your mind will naturally start to go to, well, I'm worthy because. And when you start to have that evidence, that's when it's starting to really click in. Like I say, you don't need the evidence, but it's like it then reaffirms it, because your mind will start to naturally look for it, okay? And then you're going to have situations that do reflect that worthiness, okay? So I'm sending you lots and lots of love, okay? There's so much goodness coming up. There's so much fun things coming up. So I'm just launching, and I will get the full information ready probably tomorrow, an in-person light language activation day, which is going to be on the 10th of August from here, Middleton, Manchester, 9:30 till 4:30. You will get a manual, you will get a certificate. For those of you that have been like, I really want to do light language activation, but I don't want to do it online, I really want to do it in person. Well, here you go. Here it is. People have been asking me for it for ages. It's going to be epic. So, you know, send me a message if you're interested in that. There's going to be, for those who are a bit more advanced on their journey, there's going to be a lot more offerings now around this that are going to be in person. So I am going to be running quantum like healing journey things where we go and we work with a different guide. So like 1 week it'd be like, 1 month it'd be like, you know, dragon activation, 1 month it'd be angelic activation, and you know what, working with the different dialects, the different frequencies, discovering more about what light language actually, you know, does, how you can apply it into your life for transformation. So I'm going to be doing all of that. Me and my lovely mother, Claire Losty Medium, have got an angelic Reiki practitioner level 1 and 2. That's in 2 weeks, I believe, which is I think it's like the 12th, 13th and 14th of July. So if you felt drawn to working with the angelics, you know, you feel like it's time to really put your healing gifts out in the world, do let me know, because we've still got a couple of spaces left for that. I do also offer online, well, and in person as well, coaching for Starseeds. So putting your gifts out in the world, you know, really starting to lean into your own self-love, your own self-worthiness, all of that stuff. And I also offer Quantum Healing Hypnosis, where we go and discover past lives, we go and discover different lifetimes. It's just a beautiful journey of transformation. We speak to your higher self. You have, you know, a few questions where we like really sort of dive deep into those with, you know, how they can, you know, in the different areas of your life. So relationships, business, money. If you've been struggling through something for a while and you feel energetically blocked, then it is like a 3.5 hour process that I take you through. And yeah, they're incredibly powerful. So if you are interested in any of those, I'll just put my website below. And if you want to know about the in-person stuff, just send me a message because it's not on there yet. So let me know what you're up to on this beautiful Saturday. I am just about to go to a breathwork and ecstatic dance and cacao ceremony. So I'm super excited about that. And yeah, it'll be lots of fun. And let me know if this resonated with you. Also check out my Activation Amy YouTube channel because there's tons of free content on there as well. And me just ranting and going off on tangents like this. Okay, so have a beautiful